Well, this is definitely not the way that you want to start a video.
Buy an Indian or a Honda.
So the plan was to actually get out today. We was gonna, well, it was gonna be far either in Tennessee or Virginia, back of the Dragon, somewhere in there. And as I was riding down the interstate this morning to actually meet up with Roy, there was a light popped up on the dash, which I really didn't think nothing about it. Sometimes it happens that way, especially, I don't worry myself about these lights because, like I said, these bikes they're rolling computers, seriously. So met up with Roy,
Buy Honda,
got gas, done our thing, hit the interstate, hit the cruise control, bike's running great, and all of a sudden cruise control goes off. So
no, put no gas in it.
Oh,
no, you did put gas in it.
It's got gas in it.
It ain't got no gas in it. You see there, Scooter? Thinks of the simplest things first.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas.
But the problem is honestly, I hate to even say this, but it's these the saddlebag latch lights. It actually got caught up. I can't necessarily say it was their fault. It got caught up in somehow it's got caught up in here. And when it got caught up, it actually ripped this wire, and you can see it right here. Well, in turn, that's caused a check engine light, caused everything to go out.
Guys, when am I going to learn to leave well enough alone? I can't stop messing with anything. And when I said that everything went dead, it did not. I might have been exaggerating a little bit. The main thing that went out was the cruise control. And it was about 15 minutes later when I figured out that, oh yeah, I ain't got any brake lights either. So brake lights and cruise control. Well, who would have thought that they would have been on the same circuit? The BCM circuit.
I've pulled the fuse, I've looked at all the fuses, I've reset codes, which there was no codes. I've done everything. This is like the third stop and still dead in the water. And it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Harley-Davidson doesn't open up till 10, which we're like 2 exits down from Harley-Davidson. So really don't know what's gonna happen or what we're gonna do. But the bike runs. I just, at this point, don't have any brake lights or any cruise control, which I can deal without cruise control. I would hate to, but I could. But I can't deal without brake lights. So, I don't know. Stick around and stay tuned, because right now, stressing out a little bit, but it's okay.
You can buy you an Indian later.
No Indian. We're going to stick with Harley. This is probably going to cost me, because, well,
I hope it does cost you.
It's going to cost me dearly.
Yeah, probably so.
It's going to cost me dearly.
You learn not to quit messing with them.
I can't leave well enough alone.
Especially electrical.
Yeah.
One of these days. Get breakfast?
Yeah, let's go get something to eat. I'm going to put it back together and we'll go eat.
Unfortunately, Roy and I didn't get breakfast. He was hot and I was too aggravated to even try to worry about eating. I was more worried about trying to get my bike running. But after messing with it for another 15 or 20 minutes, I just called it. I decided to, let's go up a couple of exits back to Harley-Davidson. Let's make sure to see what time they open, which I'm pretty sure it was 10 o'clock, but I wanted to make sure. And I also wanted to see maybe if they had a drop box or something. Unfortunately, they didn't have a drop box. I forgot to even look to see if they're open on a Tuesday. So we also axed that plan, and I decided just to go ahead and split away from Roy. I told him to go on home, it's fine, and I'm going to continue on home as well.
It's 7:30. Harley obviously doesn't open till 10. Matter of fact, I might even want to check. They may be even closed today. It's a Tuesday, so they should be open, but I'm going to have to come back out. I can't expect Roy to hang around and wait for all of this, and I don't know. I'm going to go home. I'm going to pull the seat off. I'm going to try to reset everything, pull the battery, and just see if that possibly fixes anything. It's something simple, I feel like. I hope, anyway. Maybe I'm wishful thinking, but the turning signals work. Everything works, all but the brake lights and the cruise control. So and the cruise control, you can turn it on, and it's on, but it won't arm. It won't go green. So I don't know. I just feel like there's something holding it. Something that needs to be released, whether that's a code, which I can't find a code. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to run things through my head. It sucks, especially when you make a ride, plan a ride, and then, yeah, it gets canceled because your bike is jacked up. And it's self-induced. I caused this, so here we are. When I got the bike home, I immediately started tearing off things. Saddlebags, seat. I wanted to get to that hot wire. Now, I'm a shade tree mechanic. I'm not certified in any way, shape, or form, but in my experience, when you remove that hot wire from the battery and you hit the brakes, you signal on and off the key switch, whatever, that kind of lets everything go out of the system. It just it depletes everything, if you will. While the bike is sitting here and it's depleting, or what I think is depleting or resetting, I started doing a little bit more research. Now, listen guys, I could have easily waited and took it to Harley-Davidson, but here's the deal. I don't have, the 2-year warranty is probably gone. It's up. From the paperwork that I've looked at, it's already up. I did not get the extended warranty, and I've put accessories on this bike. Accessories is not Harley-Davidson, and I've messed with the wiring. So yeah, they're more than likely not going to warranty this. The thing would be to take all this stuff off. I ain't doing all that. I ain't going to fight with it. I'm going to have to pay out of pocket anyway, so what does it matter? I've got the stuff on there. It's not like I'm going to be able to hide it even when I take it off. I've got holes in the back of the saddlebag. I'm just not doing all that. I'm not. It's a shame that you have a bike and you can't fix it the way you want. Now, the information that I did find, they tell you that trying to do a hard reset by pulling off the hot wire is not going to work on these bikes, because apparently these BCMs, you're not going to reset them like that. It's automatically stored, the code is. So doing that, just as soon as it gets powered back to it, it's still there. So they recommend that I went ahead and plugged everything back up, do everything normal, go back into the system and actually go through and eliminate the codes. But that's the thing, there was no codes to eliminate. And even when I asked, okay, there are no codes to eliminate, what about that? They said, go through and do it anyway. Clear it all by if 2 or 3 times if you need to, but clear each one. So I went into the system and cleared each one. So I've hard reset everything. I've unhooked the battery, plugged everything back up, still nothing. At this point, I'm out of options. I don't know what else to do. I've done everything that I've researched and it's not working. The final thing that they said was that if you cannot delete the codes, that you more than likely have a body control module issue. So I also Googled how much is that going to cost me, because like I said, I know I'm going to have to pay this out of pocket. Anywhere from $600 to $1,000. Okay, it is what it is. I just can't have a paperweight sitting here. So I've got 4 options. I can, one, either drive it 20 minutes up the road to the dealership up here, which I don't like that dealership. They've never been good to me, and I just don't want to mess with them. There's 2 guys around here. One of them is a decent guy, but you're going to leave your bike there for 2 or 3 weeks, and I don't want to do that either. The other guy I don't know anything about, so I give him a quick call and explain the situation to him, and he laughed at me. He said, Bub, I hate to tell you this, but you might as well just go ahead and open up the wallet and get ready for Harley-Davidson to rape you. So I knew that already, but you know, now I've been validated by another Harley-Davidson mechanic, a true Harley-Davidson mechanic. My last option is going back down to Wildcat Harley-Davidson. But I had an idea. I thought I'm gonna try one more thing and then we'll see what happens from here. I'm gonna plug in this Dynojet PV4. It does have a thing on there that you can reset your codes. Now, I know from personal experience from working on cars and trucks, and sometimes these are better than just trying to reset something through your dash. So fingers crossed, this is my last alternative. If this doesn't work, then I guess we're taking a trip to the dealership. So let's get this dude plugged in and see what happens. Let everything connect up. And then I'm just gonna go through and delete all the codes like I was doing on this, but we're gonna do it on this. So I've went in 1008, as you can see it's 1008 up on the screen, and I've deleted any hard codes, and I'm assuming that's hard because, well, they're still in this even though there's nothing on the screen, which I don't have the DTCs pulled up here. So if all else works, we should have brake lights. If this is it working? Oh my God, it's working. Oh my God, it's back. It's working, guys. It's working. I've got brake lights again. So now the true test is we need to get it put back together, get it out on the road, and actually see if we got cruise control, see if everything's fixed back. We just left the house, trying to get away from all of that city traffic to where we can get out and actually test everything out. I know for a fact that my brake lights are working now. I have not checked the cruise control yet. I figured we would do that together as well. I'm pretty sure that it's going to work since they're both, obviously, now we know, on the same system. So let's just check it out. So turned it on, yellow light, which we got that before. Will it engage though? Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Man, that's a big load off of me. Jeez. That, you don't realize how technical these bikes really truly are. I thought a fuse, I thought a hard reset, like removing the battery cables and the fuse would actually do something for this. But the more research that I've done, the more that I see that these bikes, especially with that body control module, no matter how much you try to hard reset them, they will keep a hard memory. So yeah, you're just stuck with it unless you actually got something that will take it off. And thank goodness that I did have that Dynojet PV4. I wish I would have thought about that this morning instead of going through all that other stuff, instead of wasting a whole day of riding. Guys, I had a whole day planned, we did. But you guys also know that I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. So this little debacle, this little situation right here may have cost us maybe a bigger issue. So I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to be upset about it. I learned some things, and I brought you guys some new things as well. I think it's safe to say that we got old girl fixed and back out on the road, and thankfully it did not cost me anywhere from $600 to $1,500 in order to get a BCM replaced, because I was sweating it. I ain't gonna lie about it. This could have been a very, very bad situation. And listen, guys, because of this, you see it. I've cut it out. I'm done. I'm done with it. And it's not because it's a bad light or anything like that. This is just not for me. This is not the first time. Actually, I showed you guys a video not long ago where the inside had actually pulled away from the light itself, where you have to open and close your lid. The wire moves and it twists, and it just is, it's not good. If you use your saddlebags the way I do, it's not a good design. It's just not, and it's not against Trybee. It's all of them. It doesn't matter if it's Trybee, Custom Dynamics, LED Factory Mart, all of them are the same. They look good, they're amazing. But if you use your bags at all, it's a piss poor design. Fam, I tried to get Roy to come back out with me while I was out riding testing, but he said, nope, I'm done with you and I'll see you next week. So what next week holds, I don't know. I guess you'll have to stick around and stay tuned, won't you? I love each and every one of you. And until next week, are you ready? Let's do this. Peace. I'm out.